all we have is
Could have saved more if they knew they were slaves, but they're true to their ways. We could have saved more if they knew they were slaves were truly engaged, but they're true to their ways. We could have saved more if they knew they were slaves were truly engaged, but they're true to their ways. Sin popped a cherry and begat a damnation. Involuntary emancipation. Man, I'm just pacing. Amidst the man I'm facing, I kept my standing station. Me give standing ovation. Yes, we didn't ask for this shit. Let me spit. In a way, the movement lost its way when it lost Che with the aid of U.S. Green Beret. 10-9-6-7, the execution day. I exhumed Che. From the throat, I spit notes of guerrilla warfare. Feel no remorse here. Feel the source here. Even the score here. 40 acres in a tool, and we're pushing for more shares. When Bush brings a leak, I'm checking for forced air. Involuntary emancipation. The market free for white corp to do whatever it wants. You're free to spark weed mixed with Arab corner store blunts. Tall tales from Katrina News exaggerate scenes. Velvet speaker cops looting and bagging New Orleans. Power elite will shower the streets. Devour and creep until I defeat. Lot of mercy. Repeat. The power elite will shower the streets. Devour and creep until I defeat. Lot of mercy. Yes, we detest, but less we test, collect the best, and we address this effing mess. We will arrest this contest, and we invest. Progress must but let no regrets to attest. Involuntary emancipation. See, we could have saved more, but they didn't know they were slaves. I don't even think they cared that they were slaves. We could have saved more if they knew they were slaves, were truly engaged. But see, they're true to their ways. Involuntary emancipation. I must have.
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Take a breath. Take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Shouts out to Miss Freedom Johnson. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your way.
I lost count.
Forgive me. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. Move your body. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on, drink it. Come on.
Trying to make sure this count is right, baby. Trying to make sure this count is right.
Drink. Drink your water. Take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Drink. 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 Come on. Come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Come on, pour it. Move your body. Move. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 What? Drink your water. Drink. 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 Come on. Come on. Drink your water. Man, oh man. Family, 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 family. It is good to be standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is. It just tickles my soul. Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I am your host, Brother Hatim. Of course, you know that today we do the toast. It's a daily toast, right? And for those that don't know, today is Ujamaa, right? So we want to give all the Ujamaa babies a round of applause. Go on, stand up, get your love, get your applause. Of course, you know this is a Heart of a Simple production. But we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Oh man, standing here in the congregation of the mighty, trying to make sure that everything is running. We want to send out shots to S. Freedom Johnson, and we want to thank you for joining us. I want to apologize for what happened last night, because I got home too late to stop the process. I automated everything, so I had the show scheduled to go off at 7 p.m., but I had received word that we weren't going to be doing the show, and I was away from my computer, but yeah, shit happens. It's real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey, so we weren't able to do Blunt Talk last night. Brother Kwame typed in a question. He said, what system am I using to digitize books? There's multiple systems. In most cases, you just need to be able to turn the work into a PDF, and then you can upload it to a digital book format. Now, what I personally use, I use Google, the word processing, Google Docs, right? Then I could download it as a PDF and then upload it to wherever I need it to be as a PDF. I also use, for us, I use Designer. I have a Designer account where I'm able to turn and do some pretty fancy stuff with books. Then, like I said, I try to encourage people in the circle. Once we start really learning to master some of the tools that we got, we gonna be on our way. You know what I'm saying? But it's a matter of having the time, finding people with the time to be like, boom, I'm gonna invest 20 hours in this. I'm gonna invest 100 hours in this. I'm gonna invest 1,000 hours into this, and so that they can start. You know what I'm saying? Because we got plenty of people around us that have books in them, right? Because we can do an interview like I've been trying to tell people. We can do an interview and turn that into an ebook. You know what I'm saying? It could, because with the technology we got, we could do the interview, turn around, have that interview digitized, right? Now, because this is the level that the game is going to now. We could take the actual interview that we do, we can, in a sense, digitize it, turn it into an NFT, which is a non-fungible token, right? And sell it. People can hold on to it
and only they will have the original version. You can sell the one original version, or you can break it up into pieces and sell the pieces. And every time somebody sell one, everybody get a portion of it. Blah blah blah. Then you can also take that same digitized version and translate it into an ebook that also can be sold. So you got the original broadcast that one person or a group of people can have a piece of, and they own that. Right? Then you can have the actual digitized book that you can go and sell. You know what I'm saying? Yourself. Hell, I mean, it's so many different directions that we going, but it's just a matter of spending time with the technology to do what we do as black folks. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is drop us in, and we'll create a new turntable. Turntables never did what turntables did until we got hold of them. You know what I'm saying? People wasn't doing the shit with mics that they are able to do it now till we got hold of them. We get hold of the technology, it's just like everything else. We're going to freak it out. So once we start getting our young people into understanding NFTs, because I told you, we had our mindset meeting, and at the same time we had our mindset meeting, Cleve came out to talk to me about NFTs, because I told him, I said, I need you to get on here and learn about some NFTs. And he came out and he was trying to have a conversation with me about an NFT. I'm sitting up here like, hold on. I'm in my mindset meeting. This is a very interesting conversation. But he like, yo, that's an interesting concept. I'm trying to wrap my mind around it. See, and that's how it starts. Because as the young mind got all that potential energy, and it's like, can I take this somewhere? Is this something, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, because once I explained it to him in the terms of how his anime is being digitized, and you got trading cards that are being developed as total NFTs, you know what I'm saying? And the digital world and the digital art is being transferred to NFTs, and we could do the same thing with music, and we could do the same thing with our poetry, and we could do the same thing with our creative ideas as far as books and far as the podcast that I'm doing and stuff like that. We could digitize all this stuff, right? And have people, basically, it's like you own a piece of history. But hey, so to answer your question, Kwame, I use Google Docs. I upload and I could transfer it into an ebook format, a digital flip book, or just a digital PDF. I could use Designer. There's other things I could use too, and then I upload it, and I could direct sell it without a middleman. See, because this is where the digital economy is taking us. It's taking us to a position where we no longer need a middleman. If we as Gye-Nyame Journey, we have an audience of maybe 3,000 that we could possibly reach. But then with ads, we can extend that to about 30,000. But we have a core that we are able to get in contact with of about 300 that we're trying to build up, because where we don't have to go and pay out any money to reach that 300, right? You know what I'm saying? We got 300 somewhat supporters, and we got a core group of actual supporters, and we're trying to build up that core group so that we can get in touch with them, so that anytime G&J touches something, it can blow up. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to get it to, where we moving our actual support network, where we are able to get in touch with people, where people, so like for example, if Dr. Myers wanted to do something with us, we could go, so we can help her with all that. She knows that. Tell her I said what's up. But anyway, how did I get all into that? Kwame, for those that's over on the other platforms, Kwame is on GNJ.media, and I don't know why the rest of y'all ain't over there. Go to GNJ.media. Go to GN. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it on, I don't know about the other stuff, and I know some of y'all do this, but we about to go and migrate over to GNJ.media, because that's where we finished the toast at, and that's where I'm about to do my rant. And today's rant, speaking of that, today's rant is about reciprocity. Now, I know a lot of people don't even understand this, right? But I study, and it can have physical effects on my body. I know y'all like, what? Yeah, studying, and I don't know if I'm the only one, but I could be studying stuff, and I could run into a paradigm. This is why I say we blow up old paradigms, because for me, when an old paradigm get blown up, or something that I thought I knew, it gets shaky, I can actually have physical outbreaks where I have to lay down. I was reading one book years ago, and I had to put the book down and then come back and finish it because I started breaking out in a goddamn rash. I could actually have, you know what I'm saying, if the information is good enough, it physically affects me. Right? So, after wrestling with truth, justice, and righteousness, right? Righteousness, by the time I got there, I was thrown for a loop. I was sick. I had to lay it in. That's why we ain't do the show till late. And those of you that check Gye-Nyame Journey Media, you check our where I post on Facebook. I said, you know what I'm saying, the show gonna be late. I posted it up. Show gonna be late. You know what I'm saying? And I laid back down because I said, it wasn't tired. I just, the bubble guts and the, you know what I'm saying? I said, because I woke up thinking about, damn, I got to do righteousness. And righteousness wasn't what I thought it was. And, because then I start wrestling with questions about truth. Like, okay, cool. All right, boom, good. All right, very well. Really no definition for it. You know what I'm saying? I forgot about that. Then I go to justice, and I'll be like, well, shit, justice and truth go hand in hand, but no. You know what I'm saying? One is based on a cultural concept. It's culturally based. Justice is culturally based, right? Which throws a whole nother loop in there, especially so how does justice apply to individuals that are oppressed within the society? That, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like in the position where we are totally in an almost totally new position in humanity as black people in America. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because it defies definition. It's like, I've been like, damn, the hell? Then we get to righteousness, and I'm like, oh no. Oh no. So righteousness kind of threw me for a loop, because to be righteousness and justice you uphold justice. You are the stand-up man in your culture. So how do you become righteous in a place that has no real definition for justice? You got all these ideas about what justice is. You got all these different cultures, because that's basically what we have within our community, within the black. We got a whole bunch of different cultures clashing, and then on top of that, we got one big oppressive culture that's pressing his definition down on us of everything. So then now, my whole mind is like, I'm going back and lay down. I can't do this shit. I can't do it. Then I go and I deal and I look these children in the eyes, and like, what are we doing? Right? What are we doing? What are we doing, people? What are we doing? So then I got to deal with all that. But then, so finally, I made it through. I'm on Reciprocity. Let me see what's after Reciprocity. Okay, balance, order, and harmony. Whew. All right. Because, and those, what is it? Justice will be airing righteousness will be airing today at 12 noon. So y'all gonna check that out. And we're about to get into Reciprocity, which is one of my favorite, which is the principle that basically helped me align my whole system. Brother Kwame say basic questions. How do I know what I know, how do I want things to be, and what must I do to make things the way I would like. But first and foremost is recognizing things for the way they are and not the way we want them to be. That's my yacht, is it not? That's my yacht. I love your ass. I love your confusing ass. You make me sick. Make me weak. My yacht. Oh. To look at the world and just be like, God damn. Be able to distinguish the real from the unreal. And I think once we get into the discussion about reciprocity, I think that is the issue with us. Because we have not wrestled with those first three. It's hard for us to incorporate reciprocity into what we need at this point in time. Into our lives right now, into our community, into our tribe. It's hard to do that right now, right? Because you got to be, you know what I'm saying? Because in many cases, we may not even be looking at ourselves as, let alone Africans, we might not even be looking at ourselves as humans, so we don't deserve justice. There is no righteousness. So why would I want to support something that is not just or righteous, that's not even human? Dun, dun, dun! I need a sound effect, right? Hold on.
Tell him something, Jones. Bitch, please.
We impose our desires on the world rather than dealing with the world the way it is, and Ujamaa into the way we can cooperate with. See, Kwame inventing words and shit, and that's cool. It gets kind of hard. You're right, and that's part of the sickness. That's why the paradigms got to blow up. And for me, I actually, when I run into those paradigms that get blown up, I actually feel the explosion. And I admit my shit. I met my explosion over those 3 days. This process. See, because family, when you really start looking at what we trying to do here at Gye-Nyame, right? We are incorporating a rights of this. We call ourselves, like I said, Kwanzaa people, right? Because that's something that we can unite under. But we putting ourselves through a constant rites of passage barrage. Every morning I have to challenge myself and have something to talk about that I can relate to our culture. Every day. This is not something that I could put on. It's not something that I could buy my way out of. I got to come up with concepts for us to discuss, or for me to at least shoot out to you on a daily basis. I am constantly in the process that I'm talking to y'all about. I have to reevaluate who I am on a daily basis. And then put that shit to a test by coming before you and pouring these libations and having something to say before and during the libations. That's initiation for me. Initiation. Right? Do I really believe in what I'm doing? Do I believe in it enough to read these names every day and try to learn these names every day because I value who we are and who we were and who made us? Right? That's part of our culture. Right? It's nothing for me at this point in time in my life more important than me doing what I'm doing here. You know what I'm saying? It's up there with me making sure that my children and my family is safe, because I honestly believe that by me doing what I'm doing, I'm making sure that my family is safe. Close family and extended family. But those of you over there on the other platforms, please join us at gnj.media if you want to hear the rant and if you want to toast the ancestors. Also, if you have ancestors that you want to add to the list, you have a couple of seconds before I switch off. You can go and post them up on the chat. If you are already at gnj.media, you can post them up in the chat. Also, for those that are new and those that are listening later, If you want to get your ancestors on the list, I'll tell y'all later. Well, better yet, I'm going to tell you now and I'll tell you later. Go to gnj.media. Look at when you go there, right below the screen, you got it pop up on top. You got Daily Toaster. Then you got a screen. And if we're live, you'll see whoever is streaming right in there, right? But right below that, you have a little box. It's a little white box. And there's a button that say follow. Type in your email address there. Click follow. Now, that puts you directly on our email list so that every time we go live, every time we have a show, I'm trying to make sure that I'm sending out a message to you, right? Because in a minute, because like for example, some of y'all might not notice, but I haven't been up to put up any of my Proverbs of the Day or Folk Tales for Grown Folks on my Facebook page or my Instagram page because it's not my the platform that I use to hit all those at the same time is not working. Why is it not working, Brother Hot Tim? Because Facebook shut down. Now, I don't know if y'all know, but there's a lot of shit going on with Facebook right now. That's Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. There's a lot of shit going on with it right now. And then you got whistleblowers that's telling on their ass right now, right? So all of a sudden, earlier this week, a lot of y'all might not know this, but Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp all went down at the same time. Right? We know that there's fuckery going on with the censorship. We know that it's very destructive for young ladies, especially young ladies, but we know it's very destructive to children. All this shit is coming out. Right? And then all of a sudden it drops. Right? So, what's going to stop them from stopping anybody that's talking about anything that they don't like? So what we're trying to do at Gye-Nyame Journey is build up a list so that when shit goes down, you always have a place that you could come and you can find us. We can have discussions, right? We got a place where we can have discussions. Was reading about that yesterday, right? I'm just saying, y'all need to really, really go and get on board. Go to gnj.media, sign up for that, right? You can watch us on your cell phone. You can watch, you know what I'm saying? Because I want y'all to understand, the new currency, besides digital currency, and I would advise everybody do some micro investing in digital currency. The new currency of this age is attention. It's attention. So as long as you watching us on Facebook, you know, and people like me, we talking about nation building, those of us, as long as we're watching us on Facebook or we're watching on YouTube, we are giving those platforms attention where they are able to run ads and they're able to monetize your attention. And we're giving resources to those people that really might not even deserve it. When we could do the same thing for our own platforms. Like, for example, two platforms that I'm on right now that are black owned. One is Narrative, and Narrative just launched Nubia, which is a social platform. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I'm posting up stuff on there, right? Then also, there's another one that Dentista hit me to called Our Black Truth Social Network. Our Black Truth. Gye-Nyame Journey on there too. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole piece is that at any given time, they could rip the rug from up under us. At any given time. So this is why when people are like, Brother Hatim, why you just stop the show and just move? Because I'm trying to get y'all used to using your own shit. I want you to be able to come into your house through the front door, right? Rather than being trained to go to the back door of somebody else's house. Because some of us be having some good content. Not saying that my content is good, but I know I ain't the only one that got enough content that should be reaching more people. But why is it not reaching? Because they fuck with the algorithms, y'all. Come on now. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. They fuck with the algorithms. It ain't just the fact that people are showing skin. They direct your attention where they want your attention and where they can hold you. So they're going to have algorithms that's going to show you shit that they know what you could do. They got this thing. It's a format that they use. It's called Ocean, where they are able to, is each letter in Ocean stands for something that they look for, and they build algorithms according to that. That's why they are able to pop shit up on your screen that shocks some of you and be like, how do you know I was looking for that? They not because you and a lot of that stuff they are able to predict because they have algorithms that know how you think. So they know your little vices and shit. They know our vices. So they'll throw shit up on you so that you'll move right past Gye-Nyame. Oh, well, cool. I'm about to go to Gye-Nyame, but oh, whoa. Was that some titties? Y'all better stop playing with me. So come on over to GNJ.media. We're about to do some real talking. I'm about to let y'all know about this reciprocity and the issue with reciprocity and why it's needed, because we constantly talk about that. So we are on our Mayat. We're talking about the principles of Mayat throughout this week. We are on the fourth principle, and that principle is the principle of the day, which is reciprocity. But, you know, those that have been with Gye-Nyame, you know that it is one of the principles of the day. The principle of the day is Ujamaa. I want to say great Ujamaa to all of y'all. So let me get on over here and get busy. We're about to get busy over here at GNJ.media. So, family, I'm going to start checking y'all out over here on these other platforms. So if you're not on GNJ.media, come over here. GNJ.media. I'm going to type it in because I know some people going to have problems spelling it. And once again, like I said, check out the algorithms. As soon as I start posting shit up like this, they start funneling y'all way. Let's get it. We out. Well, I ain't stay over here on GNJ.media. We ain't out on GNJ.media, but all these other platforms. I see y'all later. We at GNJ. Come on over. Come to your house. Come on home. Come on over. What you waiting for? Who holding you up? I got a lot of other channels that I got to cut off, so I have to stall. There they go. All right, so family, here we go. Oh, damn. You know what? I didn't keep my word. So before I do that, we need to go on and let y'all know. We got Baynu CMOS. That's Baynu right there. Baynu the Phoenix. He got the CMOS. He also gonna be coming with the greens real soon for the Columbus, Ohio area. Right? So go and check out Baynu. Help CMOS. You know what I'm saying? Be coming to the interwebs near you. If you got any questions, feel free to hit me up. I go and reach out to Baynu and send them your questions. Also, we are also supported, Daily Toast is supported by Little Booties Matter. That's LILBOOTIES Ohio.com. Little Booties Matter is a lingerie line that was created by petite women for petite women. They felt that they were being ignored by the companies that right now are really into large booties. You know what I'm saying? So they started creating their own stuff. So we want to send shots and give them a round of applause because little booties do matter. Also, I want to send shots out to Blossom 7 Creation. She at least makes my ranking beads for Gye-Nyame. And you can reach her at blossom7creations.com. Accentuating elegance. She sent me something to show on the show so that people would know more than she just make these beads and my other beads. But she also does like this little clutch purse. She sent me this. Not that I use a clutch purse, but she said she wanted y'all to know what she do. So she made this little clutch purse. She do stuff like this. She accentuates excellence. Or what is it? Is it accentuate? Yeah, elegance. So you go, boom. Got your nice little, And I gotta get some more for the Gye-Nyame girls. But anyway, so let's go and let's get into it. Anime. Oh, my fault. We got DDWs, floors, and more. For anybody out there that's looking for somebody to do, you need help with drywall. You need help with painting. Their specialty is floors, though. They wax, strip floors, wax floors, get them nice and shiny. So if you know anybody that's in need of those services, hook them up to DDW's Floors and More, LLC. They can be reached at 614-735-4168. If you use any of these companies, let them know that you heard about them on GNJ.media. All right, but here we go. Anime, if you would, baby, it's time for us to do. It's time for us to get into the rant. Are y'all ready for the rant? Are they ready for the rant? All right. If I could, Anime, got my clock going. Can you got the war horn? If you could, play my thinking music. Damn right. Thinking all the time. So today, family, we are talking about the principle of reciprocity. And as I told y'all before, the first 3 days threw me for a loop. Because we started off with truth, right? Now, starting off with truth, but when we find out, damn, we still left with what in the hell is truth, right? Because once you start looking into the definitions for words like truth, justice, righteousness, they send you down a rabbit hole because there is no direct definition for the word because they use parts of the word to define the word, like truth, right? Truth. Then you go in, you find that in the definition of truth, they use the word true. Justice. They use the word just. Like, the fuck is what? Righteousness. You know what I'm saying? They didn't use right, but they use just in righteousness. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting up here like, all right, cool. So these are concepts, these are ideas that we need to have discussions about, that we need to build up our mental ammunition so that we could deal with them because these are cultural questions, right? Because different cultures have different things that are allowed, right? They have different views of truth. You know what I'm saying? And what West Asians have done, or what's called white supremacy has done, they have made their mythos, they have made their view of reality central. So all other ideas about reality don't count. They're not real, right? And you must learn to see the world from the West Asian perspective, or you are crazy, or you are wrong, or you are deceiving yourself. Okay? So now, let's move on. So now, we hear Gye-Nyame push back against. How can I help you?
Can I use your car key?
I mean, if you can't sit around and be looking, girl, you got to ask.
Cause you got.
All right, but I'm on my show. I ain't gonna stop for gone. Real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. So we here at Gye-Nyame Journey are daring, and we're not the only ones, but we're daring to say that shit is not central. Get the fuck out of it. It's not central. You know what I'm saying? Get out the way. And we're daring to look at the world from our center, which causes us to have to ask the question, what is truth to us? And we could use our ancient African ideas to start building up this truth, building up what justice is, building up, you know what I'm saying? Because all cultures argue and discuss these things, and it never stops because it's never supposed to stop. It's never supposed to stop. There is, you know what I'm saying? Through the generations, through time, things change. And we have to understand that. So we are still trying to stand firm on a single truth, on a single thing. That you don't say, but brother, how is it, if it changes, is it truth? Is it possible that your insight or your group's insight becomes deeper as generations go by? Right? So, you know what I'm saying? Is there growth? If there's no growth in the universe and the universe is stagnant, then yes, there's probably is just one truth and we all need to just stick to it and hang on to it and just beat it. But, so we have to go on and explore those and have those conversations like this, because somebody would want to debate with me about that, and we could have a conversation about that, and we could be talking about that. Then we could do the same with justice, and we could do the same thing with righteousness, because now, but the piece that's crazy is that justice and righteousness are not connected to truth. What throws you a whole nother loop, because it gets into the moral aspect and the moral philosophy of our group, of our culture. Gye-Nyame journey is like throwing the West Asians out of the center and putting ourselves at the center and be like, what's moral for us? What's truth for us? How does those things connect? Right? And we're asking the questions of ourselves, and we're asking the questions of our tribe. Right, so that we can start really having some real discussion about this. But now, this moves us into reciprocity, because if deep down inside we have all been educated that West Asian views are the center of the universe, right? This means that we're placing, subconsciously or unconsciously, placing West Asians as the model of where we need to be, which means that if they are the model of where we need to be, we are not where we need to be, which means that we are lost. And being lost means that we may not be worthy of justice. We may not be worthy of righteousness. There is no righteous amongst us, right? Because we're not up to the standard of what a lot of us have been educated to center. So now, this is why I believe that most of us do not or cannot practice reciprocity with each other. We don't practice reciprocity. We practice it with the Asians. Actually, it ain't reciprocity. We just give it. Right? Because they're not giving anything back. We don't think that we're worthy of the cycle of the universe. Why? Because we have allowed everybody to displace us from the center of the universe. In our minds, we should be the center of the universe. So when we put something out, the universe is supposed to bring it back. Or if we put something out there, people that we're trading with is supposed to bring it back. We have been so used to not receiving anything back that we don't think we deserve nothing back. And this is possibly why the marriages in our community don't last. This is why the relationships in our community are probably so bad, because we don't think that we deserve to have it. Because a relationship, remember, one of the R's in relationships, when I went through the 3 R's of relationships, one of the R's is reciprocity. And because we don't see ourselves at the center of the universe, because we don't see ourselves as valid, as upright, righteous, because that's one of the words for upright, righteous living individuals, because we haven't reached the West Asian perspective or the West Asian level, right, that many of us unconsciously, consciously, or subconsciously are trying to get to. We don't think that we deserve reciprocity. So, we don't practice it. We don't expect it. We don't give it. Why I'm going to give her any reciprocity? She don't deserve it. She ain't human. She even got our real goddamn hair. She don't feel good about herself. So why the fuck do I need to practice reciprocity with that hoe? Why should I practice reciprocity with that? He ain't even a man. He don't produce shit. He can't protect shit. Motherfucker run up in here and just, you know what I'm saying? How? Right? So when we start looking at reciprocity, we got to understand that reciprocity is that principle. And let me say this. When I say that reciprocity is that principle that we have to fire up in order for us to move to the next level of the game. For us to even get in the game as a group. To even get in the game. See, because reciprocity demands that that when we're dealing with others, right, they need to know there's some quid quo pro in this shit here, homie. You can't just come in. You know what I'm saying? We're not like the whale where you could just come and drop your bucket, pull from us, and walk away. No, you have to replenish what you took. What are you putting back in because we have done something from you? It's the universe way. It's the way of the universe. It's the way of nature. It's the way of human beings. It's the way of maintaining society. It's the glue that holds society together. Reciprocity is that. And we are not practicing it within our community, and we don't force or make other people have to practice it with us because we don't think that we're worthy. We don't think that we're righteous. We don't think that we deserve justice. Come on now. What is reciprocity, Brother Hatim? Reciprocity, the practice, now listen to this, the practice of exchanging things with others for mutual benefit, especially privileges granted by one country or organization to another. They ain't got shit to do. See, because this is what we deal with. We deal with the whole, I mean, sometimes we so spiritual, it makes no goddamn sense. We talk about reciprocity, and we talk about it. That's my 10 minutes. We talk about reciprocity, and we talk about it from the karmic perspective. Y'all so goddamn deep. Listen to the definition again. The practice of exchanging things with others for mutual benefit. How the fuck we supposed to run a business? And the basic thing that a business runs on, we making it super spiritual that everybody, so I just supposed to give everything away and the universe is going to replenish me. Nothing else on this planet work like that but black folk. Nothing else. We the only ones that have a endless supply of shit to just give to other people, huh? So you could come from another country and you could come straight to our community and you could set up shop and we're going to give to you and you never have to give anything back to us. And you could establish your wealth and bring other people from your country over here and take advantage of us and step right over us. And the same thing happened with us in politics. The same thing happened to us in education. They don't even, listen, we send our children to institutions to be taught how not to be them. We pay taxes for this shit. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. We expect absolutely no reciprocity from the education system. When the education system is supposed to train our young people to be able to serve our community. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? I'm sorry. Hey, no, I'm not sorry. But I'm saying I'm sorry because I'm over my 10 minutes. Like I said, this whole series will be made available, just like the Nguza Saba series. I'm going to suggest that if you're not a supporting member and you didn't get that, you need to become a supporting member because supporting members get that. Or, because it's going to be in our store and we're going to make it available. But I'm telling you, y'all really need to listen back, go through and listen to all of the steps that we're talking about here at Gye-Nyame Journey Media Family because we have to make some major changes. We got to have some major discussions. And the spirituality ain't just us sitting by ourselves and meditating. It's sitting in a group, meditating and having discussions. And taking the time. If it takes 3 days, we need to sit down and take 3 days. We need to be able to come together as a collective and put the food. Look, we gonna sit here till we get this shit settled. But no, we can't do that because we got to be at work, which is a form of reciprocity because I got to go and give my time away for pennies and not get a fair exchange for my valuable time and not contribute to anything. Really, how does your work, how How does your work? Because I want y'all to think, how does your work benefit your community? I'll wait. And miss me because a lot of us ain't making enough money to really make no goddamn difference. So because you making a little bit of money and you're able to go and give a little bit, but it's such a small portion of what you make because the rest of that shit is going out to other people. Then you got car payments, rent or house payments. You got electric bills, and because it's been hot as hell, so I know your electric bill is out of pocket. In the wintertime, you got the heat bill. Come on now. The small amount that we're giving, that we're able to get those of us that do. So we have to find ways to make sure that we are including what we do with our lives on a daily basis, 8 hours a day, in some form or fashion, is giving some reciprocity back to our community. Unless we don't think we deserve it. Maybe what I said is true. Maybe we don't deserve justice, Brother Kwame. Maybe there is no righteous among us, Sister Freedom. You know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, because a lot of us ain't even trying, I don't chase people away because I done got so hyped up. But that's cool. But family, listen. That has been the rant. Right? I just need y'all to know. I'm thinking all the time. Damn right. I'm thinking all the time. And as we say in Gye-Nyame, class is dismissed. Now get the hell up out of my classroom. All right, we're going to go and we're going to do the toast. Oh, man, my baby's got to go to the bus stop. I get caught up in my thing, and I forget that my baby's got somewhere to be. All right, and I'm running out of ambrosia. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. It ain't like I ain't got no honey. It ain't like I ain't got the tea. Only thing I really only need the water. I got about 10 gallons of the water. So first off, we give honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass. We salute that Creator. Oh, snap. And we say, Ashe. All right. So now we're going to move to... the hell I just do? What the hell? Stream is offline. What the hell did I just do? Uh-oh. All right, let me go on there. Uh-oh. Something happened to Gye-Nyame Journey. Uh-oh. But anyway, give me a couple of seconds to get this stuff together. So, uh-oh. Uh-oh. We still up, though. All right. So that means, oh, okay. All right, it's back up. It's back up. Did anybody else fall off? Y'all still there? All right. So, for those, once again, let me explain. For those that want to put their ancestors on the list, you are more than welcome. I'm just going to ask you to be mindful that other people want to put their name on the list, because I got people that got whole paragraphs of ancestors, and a lot of those are about to be moved off. Now, if they're supporters and I know that they're doing something in the community, they need that protection, by all means, they're gonna get to stay. But those that aren't supporters, that I don't see, I ain't never seen on the podcast, or I don't see them out in the community doing things, oh, those ancestors about to be removed. Because I need to make room, because I want to make sure that those that's out here doing that work got that protection, right? You know, got that energy surrounding them, right? And I think I think that's fair. You know what I'm saying? And those that don't think it's fair, y'all can let me know. You can hit me up in the chat and let me know. And I know some people, because I'm late today, so I know some people gotta go to work. They're like, brother Tim, you always late, man. What's going on? You know, I get hyped, man. I got a little bit too hyped. I'm sorry. I was hyped. But anyway, we're getting it uploaded, so now we move to our personal ancestors. We lift up our glass. We salute each and every last one of our personal ancestors. This is why we started the toast, so that we could salute those that was closest to us, that made it possible for us to become who we are. So we're lifting up our glass. We're saluting those personal ancestors, and here we go. We got Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert the Texan, Davis, Brown, Senior, Rosalie, Tilly, George, William, Walter, Chris, Pendergast, Eileen, Uncle Chris, I'm Finn, Cleveland, Geneva, Brown, Margaret, Ellis, Watch, Ellis, Cecil, Ellis, of our Brown, Jenny Gaines, Herman Brown, the second, Barbara Twigs, Watch, Ellis, Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Florida, Montague Pittman, No More X, Sepet Mont, Robin Lincoln Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, the farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Agenia, Deron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Actor Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moore, Phyllis Rose, Sterling Lucy right there, girl, put in the Luxor brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Miss Lance Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, John Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Tree, Frank Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McRae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Dick Renneman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Rain Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Mike Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Mel Del Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mitchell Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bert Beatty, Sil Willoughby, the farmer, I go to Sue, Cheryl Harvey, and Charmaine, Evelyn, Theodore Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle P. Thornton, Earl B. Thornton. Dang, I'm on the first page. Thornton. Wow. Earl B. Thornton. Oh, here we go. Merle B. Thornton. Pearl G. Thornton, Nada Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Patricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary, Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther, Keach Reese, Linda Watson Hammond, Gerald Giles Watson, Spell, Slimmy, Seven Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hader Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernie Squares, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Vester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Edgar Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Benny Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Iman Nares, Gene and Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. We got William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Basiji Filani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Denise Waters, DeFrida Science, Ines Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scanapay, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spradling, Kevin Spradling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee, Print Up Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Mark Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Naylon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Swen Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Archie Finch, William Billingsley Jr., General Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Pookie, also known as Gypsy. We got Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, Dave Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Dorr, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Don Hill, Richard Cleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Cochet, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie Margaret Armstead, Don Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Beckett, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Harriet Tubman McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Becker, Ethel Becker, Creola Becker, Geneva Becker, Aaron Eno Baby Hatch, Hat Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dak Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Axe Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Prince Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, Willie Dallas Lewis, Mary France, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heap Sr., Abel Moore, Miss Vanilla, Abbas Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Ben Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Remy Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Will Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry just went blank. Said Baba Naeem, Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Captain Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Captain Anthony, Ruth Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, William Diane Urban, Hiram Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easy, Javere McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair. We lost the whole picture, Kwame. Hold on. Let me finish. Rashawn Easy, Van McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lil Fernandez, Jacqueline Brothers, Reginald Howard, Reminds Me Cope, Joyce Swan, Imani Grace, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Shirley Morgan, Sybil Evans McNabb, Benny Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. Brother Kwame said, righteousness is built on the geometry of standing on the perpendicular, which is quite significant. He said, righteousness is built on the geometry of standing on the perpendicular, which is quite significant. So now the question is, what's the perpendicular? Standing upright on the perpendicular. What's the perpendicular? And what is the symbolic meaning of it? What is it? You understand? I mean, because it's like, I hear, you know, break it down for the people. Break it down for us. Anyway. But anyway, yeah, seriously, break it down for us. Because you the math man. So we move on to our black book. We got Joella Giles, James Carswell. We got Liberta Adams. He said he don't have sounds. Hold on. Check one, check two, check one, check two. Check one, check two, check one, check. So we move on to our black book. We got Joella Giles. All right, Kwame. Oh, he gonna be able to hear me if I tell him shit. Since it dropped off, let me type it in. Check the sound button. I can show you better than I can tell you. Let me do that. We're gonna take a couple. Give me a couple of seconds, fam. I'm gonna go on over here. I'm gonna share my screen. All right. All right. So I gotta blank myself out. Hold on. Video capture. I'm going to blank this out for a second. Oh, snap. Okay. I forgot. Start screen. Opening screen. Full screen, daily toast, drink your water. New scene. Nope. Yeah, there we go. All right. So, where I want to be is I want to be here. Right? It's showing. So I need to go and blank myself out. Display capture, video capture. Oh. All right. So let me get all this other stuff off of here. So please forget the screen. All right. I know it's kind of confusing. So I thought I moved myself off. Yeah, I did. No, I didn't. Okay, that's the echo. All right. So what's going on is, oh shit. All right, Kwame, if you would, sir. In a second, it's going to. If your sign has not, we're back. Okay, cool. All right, so I can go off of this. Thank God, because I'm confused right now. What I was about to do was to show you that. I was going to show you better than I could tell you. What's up, baby? Huh, you gone? All right, y'all have a safe ride. Wait a minute. It's 8:21. Did you miss your bus?
No, it didn't come yet.
All right, well, cool. Go and wait. All right, we're back. So, where we at? We're back. Here you fine now. Okay, check the sound button. Just in case, you got to check that sound button in the bottom of your screen. On the far right end, there is a volume button that once you get kicked off and you come back, you have to go in there and you got to click it. So anyway, let's keep it moving. We on the Black Book. We got Joella Giles, James Carswell. We got Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair. We got Elder Shaka McNair. We got Elder Fatima McNair. We got Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damien Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Condom, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Wiggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Rob Mickens, Eric Walker, Quay Sample, Kenneth Simmons, Summer Clayton, Linda Jones, Sadie Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Clarence Lump, Elizabeth Johnson, Miss did I say friends? Elizabeth Johnson. Then we got Mr. Thornton. We got Johanna, Jashandra Danette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II. Henry Essex II. We got Fanny. Oh, I lost it. And that's my people. And we got Fanny L. Webb. Then we got Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Doc Creamy, Victor Bowden. Did I get Fred Powers? We got Victor Bowden, Priscilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Jessica Carl White, Desi Woods, T.L.R. Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright. We got Richard Dorsey, Andy Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Simon DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray. We got Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Murrow, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Murrow, Charles A. Young. We got Sylvester Foster, James Lizzie Winston, and Julia Lawrence. Ozell Letters Sr., Gladys Cooper. Then we got Ozell Letters Jr., we got Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Tooth to Down. We got Say Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Mentor, May Smith, Juanette Florian Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Jenny Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin. We got Mabel Williams. We got Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, Lavonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones. We got Granny Beulah, Papa Al Reeson, Nina Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Gale, Lashonda Jamar, Leroy Riley, Mona, Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate. We got Pam Johnson, Bill Reeves Fisher, Jerry Justin McCallum, also known as Mama Moon. We got Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Albert, Donna Brooks, Barbara Moses, Out of Spade, Ira Branson, Eric Winston, Dan Bridget, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny. We got Charles Stevenson Jr., King Pleasant, Sarah Keith, Nina Shepard, Burdell Willard, Mabel Haskins, Wilbur Shepard, Dennis Jackson. We got William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones, Leslie Travis, Charlize Barnes, DeJuan Lewis Taylor, Madeline Yates, June Dandridge, Daisy Wilfork, Fred Smith, James and Amanda Baldwin, Lyndon Williams, Sally Williams, Vivian Stevenson, Irene Harris, Kelly Williams, Abu Scales, Pat Williams, Mrs. Bertha Walker, Tony Ogletree, Grandma Marguerite, Tracy Emery, Hassan Abdul Razak. Got Vivian Johnson, B.J. Jones, Michelle, Robert Leto, Monterosa, Chet Word. We got Mama Rahani, Debre, Michelle Nash, Joseph Lane Miller III, and Renoko Rashidi. Family, we lift up our glass. We salute each and every last one of our personal ancestors, those that are here and those that are yet to come. As our family and our tribe grows, we throw up our glass. We salute each and every last one of them. We say the word of power, at least around these parts. Ashe. Hey family, I'm going into super speed mode right now. We're moving into the moment. The moment for us right now is Ujamaa. I ask you to open up your reticular formation, seek out Ujamaa, right? Use it in your conversation. Of course, people are going to be uncomfortable. So what? So what? You got to be used to it. If we want to build our culture back, you got to understand people are supposed to be uncomfortable when they walk in the room. If they're comfortable with you, you ain't doing shit. Just let you know. Ujamaa means cooperative economics. Reciprocity is the meiotic principle of the day, which we talked about today. Gratitude, which is one in M7, which we're going to have a whole session where we're going to go through and talk about that as well. Green is the color, as you can see by my shirt. You go and support Gye-Nyame Journey. You go to merch.gnj.media. Once again, that's merch.gnj.media. Go on and support Miss Sasha, because she's telling everybody it's her merch. Y'all didn't know that. It's her merch. You know, I didn't know that either. But hey, go support Mosh. Polarity is the Hermetic law. I want them to learn about ownership. Polarity is the Hermetic law. Male name is Zhao. Female name is Zhao. We lift up our glass. We salute the present moment of power. In this moment, we say Ashe. Then we salute salute and raise up our glass to our children's children, on to infinity. We toast them in advance so the day when it's our time, they will lift their glass up for us. And we say, Ashe. Some of us going to be able to look at our baby and say, baby, I was toasting you before you was born. Right? From near family, we lift up our glass. We salute all of our relations. And we say, Ashe. All of our relation family, we lift up our glass and we salute that special toast that you may have. We also lift up our glass for all of our tribe and family members, extended tribe, extended family members that might be in need of some balanced healing energy. We send it out. We say Ashe. From there, move on. We lift up our glass for, this is for you. That selfish toast. What is it that you need right now in this moment to move towards your greatness? We lift up our glass. We say Ashe. Then we move to our tribe. My tribe is Gye-Nyame. Who your tribe? Lift up your tribe. Say their name. Your accountability group. Your mastermind group. That group that help keeps you in line. We lift it up and we say Ashe. Last but not least, we lift up our glass. And guess who we saluting right now? Are you ready? Y'all ain't ready. We're lifting up our glass and we're saluting the most magnificent, the most beautiful, the most uplifting, most inspiring, the wisest and the bravest individual in the room right now. I lift my glass up to you. Don't be shy. We lift it up and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. And we are out. We are out. We are out. But before we go out, let me go and let you go. And y'all gonna do the Ghost in the Shell.
Mr. Diddy.